Now that notion explains a lot. It tells us that potentially at the beginning there was nothingness, or from a scientific point of view there was a universe of absolute uniformity. One can understand that through what the Bible is saying. The Bible is saying that at the beginning there was a darkness, and the Spirit of God was basically hovering over it, over the water of the darkness. The question is what exactly the darkness is. In order to understand that, we have to look into physics, and we know that our universe basically is expanding. The galaxies are moving away from each other, and everything decays. Everything will decay. According to Stephen Hawking, the universe will freeze and become dark at about 10 to the 72 power years, number of years. Some other scientists claim that it is somewhere around 10 to the 500 power years, which basically says trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of years, the universe will become frozen and will become dark. Or, if you wish, basically that's the darkness that Genesis is talking about. At that point, where the energy is sucked out of the universe and decays, it will become, the universe will have a state of absolute uniformity, which means completely static state. And therefore, we know what's going to happen at the end of time. At the beginning of time, before the act of creation, before the spark, and before the light that God has shined on the universe,
Mr. Moshe, excuse me to cut you, but I want you to explain a little better about in the chapter 2, you said scientific account of creation. Can you explain to our viewers about the who or what ignited the Big Bang?
Yeah. According to science, nobody knows what existed before the Big Bang. And we know that the universe has started by an unknown spark that ignited the universe into beings. Once that happens, the universe expanded and created 10 dimension and a half quasi dimensions. This is according to the most advanced string theory that we have today. So what we know is that a spark has ignited the Big Bang, or basically the explosion that brought the universe into life. What I'm saying is that before the ignition of the Big Bang, what was there in existence was nothingness, or a universe of absolute uniformity. And that also explains the statement that appears in Jewish thought and in Christian thought. It says basically, Alpha and Omega are the same. The beginning and the end are one and the same. And indeed, they are the same. The beginning of the universe and at the end of the universe, in other words, before the universe was born and became alive, and at the end of time, it will be the same state. And the state is basically an absolute uniformity, or a state of nothingness, or if you wish, dark, or dark, that Genesis is talking about.
Yeah, you try to explain to us that the universe that had a beginning will have an end.
Yes, we know from science that the universe had a beginning. Excuse me. And the beginning was indeed the Big Bang. And up to recently, we thought that the universe will collapse on itself. Therefore, it implied it might be cyclical. But a recent measurement have shown that it is expanding, and it keeps expanding. And therefore, the thought of the most advanced scientists today is that the universe will continue to expand forever, pretty much. As I said, 10 to the 72 power, all the way to 10 to the 500 power of number of years, and then it will become dark, frozen, dark.